What's up, guys and gals? Mirrormask here. Again, I'm back. I got a surprise for you guys today. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. If you saw my last video, you heard me talking about how I just wasn't able to do the motorcycle thing like I used to. My back problems, my hip, my leg, my left leg, my knee, all that kind of stuff. So I talked a little bit about getting a scooter again, because for some reason certain style scooters I can manage now. Now when I was younger, my early 20s, mid 20s, all that kind of stuff, even up into my late 20s, motorcycles were fine. I could handle it. I could handle straddling it. I could handle the pressure it put on my hips and my knee and stuff. I wanted to get into the adventure riding thing, and it had been a couple of years since I'd ridden motorcycles. I'd ridden scooters and stuff, and I was like, well, me and Todd, we want to do adventure riding, so we got dual sports. I had a 2005 Yamaha XT225. It was a great bike. I got it a really good deal, had really low mileage on it. Everything was amazing until I took about a little over 200-mile trip on it, and that's when I was like, nope, not gonna be able to do it. And Todd's got back problems and stuff too. And he said the same thing. He's like, man, I can't do this. I can't handle this. I was like, all right, well, let's try the scooter idea. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys what I picked up. Here we go. There it is. This thing is a monster looking scooter. I still wanted that ADV kind of vibe going to it. Look at this thing. I haven't ridden it yet. All I did was crank it and set the idle. That's all I've done. So you guys are going to come along on the very first ride. So if this thing blows up and I die a horrible death, you guys will see it firsthand. Got 13-inch knobby tires. These are upgraded. These standard come with 12-inch. I got the rims upgraded to 13-inch knobby tires. Got a little bar on the front here. That's probably not going to do much of nothing. Windshield, I think it's Puget, how you pronounce it? Puig Streets. I've had one of these windshields before, a double bubble on a sport bike on my CBR at one time. Great windshields, got that installed. Got the awesome little guards here. I mean, honestly, they're not going to do much of nothing because there's no metal brace in the back of them here. But they look pretty damn sharp from the front. I mean, that thing looks beefy from the front. I don't know if you guys can tell. This windshield, this has like a triangle curve to it right here, and this windshield also had a triangle curve. So I was like, I wonder if that'll line up perfect. So I went ahead and ordered it. It was like 65 bucks, so I was kind of taking a risk on it. Fit perfect. Already installed my little GoPro mount right here. I've got a accessory bar that's coming in that bolts on right here, and then kind of sticks up and has a bar right here so I can mount GPS and stuff. That's where the windshield's mounted. These are really heavy bar weights that came with it. Nice seat, not that cheap fake leather crap. It's actually perforated. It feels good. This thing's just a monster, man. I'm ready. I went ahead and put my rear thing. It came with a rear rack, but I went ahead and put my plate on the back for my Ingo box. Everything's pretty much all blacked out on it and everything. LED turn signals. If you guys didn't notice already, the maker is Znen, and it's called the Rambo RX-150. Rambo is just the code name they give this particular rugged looking model in the matte black and everything. It's not ABS plastic. I don't think. It doesn't sound like it. One good hit and this is probably gonna shatter. But I mean, it's a scooter, maybe I won't be taking them hard of hits. Keys that come with it. This is one set. Nice long chubby keys with the little lock for the key cover. It's got remote start. Never actually tried the remote start. I'm gonna try it now. I think it's push once and hold down. Maybe that's not it. Maybe, do you hold it down? Maybe you just hold it down. Let's try that. No. Oh, there it goes. Man, that was awesome. Now I got a remote start. I don't know how I did that. I have to look in the manual. It's got alarm, all that good stuff. I think I have to put the key in here though in order to ride it. Got the idle set on it. So you guys are going to come along, like I said, on the very first ride. Also, I finally am back, baby. I got my mirror shield. Mirrormask is complete. Okay, I'm going to lift that again. That was hot. All right, so it does have an accessory right here for USB. It's kind of a weird place to put it, but in the photos it was under the seat, and I wasn't happy about that. I was going to put it right there anyway, so that was a pleasant surprise when it got here. I'm going to replace that for a Quick Charge 3.0, and it should just be a simple swap. It is tied to the key, so you can't just plug stuff in when it's not running. But yeah, I put magnetic drain plugs in it from Prima before I ever even crunk it. When I change the oil, because I don't run that cheap crap that comes with everything when you first get it. And that dug in the grass a little bit. So changed all that and then put the plugs in, so that way the very first time I crunk it up and run it and everything, it would have the plugs. I don't have much gas in here just because I didn't have a lot to put in here, but we're gonna take a ride up the road. This will be first ride on the Znen Rambo RX-150. Shut my face shield a little bit here, just enough to get a little breeze going. Yeah, baby, I can feel them beefy tires gripping. Uh-oh. First sign of trouble. I really didn't want to get it that dirty today, to be honest, because I don't have my pressure washer here. But we're going to ease on up the road and try this bad beast out. My windshield, I can already feel it doing a little bit of work. I don't really feel any wind on my chest or anything. I don't feel it coming in the bottom of my helmet, to be honest, so that's a good thing. Suspension, well, you know, it feels like a scooter. Scooters aren't known for the best suspension, but we're going to ease on up the road. I cannot go fast because, you know, I'm in the break-in period. This thing does have hazards. You flip over once and then flip back and the hazards come on, so you can't like go from right to left blinker. I'm shutting my helmet. All right, I got to keep this thing under 40 miles an hour. This thing runs smooth, man. Like, it feels like it's running pretty smooth. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty stable. Heck yeah. Can I do any standing up? Oh yeah, look at that, baby. Get that ADV ride going. It's pretty stable when you stand up too. Most of the time, scooters, not so much when you stand up on them. But like I said, I'm trying to keep it under 40, but you can see my gas gauge is like on E. I only put like 70 cents worth of gas in it. I couldn't find my gas can, a clean one, because I didn't want to use an old gas can and put brand new gas in here. So I had an old, not an old, but an empty two-stroke gasoline can. I didn't have anything in it, so I just put like 70 cents of gas in it. But this is it, baby, the first ride. I should have worn my jacket. I got too excited. Normally I don't like coming out of the house. When I was younger I did, but these days I don't like coming out of the house without gear. Uh-oh. Keep it below 40. Come on, man. That need for speed. I could tell, man. Look, I'm at 40 and I'm at like half throttle, man. This thing will easily do 60, 65. I can feel it. But like I said, I don't want to do it. Yeah, the wind's blocked all the way right above, right into my face shield. That's good. That's good. Windshield's working fine. I left a little gap right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I left a gap right there because I didn't want, I knew the windshield was going to flex some, and I didn't want it like tapping against the front of the thing there. Slow it down. I need to be doing stop and go break-in stuff. So I'm gonna start doing that a little bit now. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, stop and go break-in, you know, like the easy break-in, not the hard break-in, where you do like city driving. You gas it up, then you let off. Gas it up, then you let off. That way the engine parts expand, contract, expand, contract. Gets hot for a second, then cools off with the air. Hot for a second, cools off with the air. I'm hoping this is going to be far enough away to where it'll get a good angle of me. I mean, I don't have my camera in there, obviously, but this thing is so freaking nimble, son. Damn! Man, it's good to be back on a scooter. I know everybody teases and jokes on scooters, man, but I got mad love for the scoots. I gotta break my brakes in a little bit. They were squeaking, you know, because they're brand new. All right, let's complete stop. Make sure the idling's fine. Not that I could do anything about it. I forgot my screwdriver. Son, I just want y'all to realize how high this thing is. Look at my feet. My tiptoes are on the ground. Like this thing is rugged and beefy. And unlike a lot of these scooters that don't have suspension in the rear, that you can adjust the preload on, you totally can on this one. Nice wide mirrors, that looks good. So we'll punch it, get up to 40 and roll off. Punch it again. Now the idea is I'm trying to speed up the break-in process, and the way I'm doing that is, see, most of the time scooters and motorcycle stuff don't come with magnetic plugs. If you don't know what those are oil drain and, for scooters, gearbox plugs that have magnets on the ends of them. And those magnets catch all the little metal flakes that normally would slosh around in your oil. So, in order to speed up the process, because what happens when you run a brand new engine, now keep in mind they do test them and run them at the factories, so it's not like your engine's never been ran before. They test them at factories, but there's going to be little metal shavings and stuff that come off around your piston rings and your cylinder walls and all that. And telling them to come on and pass me because I gotta slow down. But so, oh, that's a cop, shit, and I got no tag. Oh well, maybe he thinks it's a moped because I'm going so slow. But what was I saying? Yeah, so those come off in your oil, and then you change your oil at 200 miles to get the bulk of them out, and then you let it break in a little bit more, and you change the oil again at the, around the 500 mark. Or you can do what some people do, go all the way to 500, then go to 1,000. It's totally up to you. I go to 200. If I don't have magnetic plugs, then I'll push it to 500. I'll go to 200, change it, 500, change it. But if I have magnetic plugs, then what I'll do is put the plugs in before I ever even run the engine. That way, there's no metal flakes sloshing around in the oil. They're always being caught by the magnets. So I'll break it into 200 with the magnetic plugs, get all those metal shavings out, and then I go to 1,000. That's just the way I personally do it, because I use the magnetic plugs. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up because I don't have that much gas. So we're gonna ease on back down the driveway. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this first little look at my new little scooter here. These beefy ass tires, vroom, right over this stuff. I should have went through the ditch, but I don't want to have to clean this beast. But yeah, this is I got it from motobuys.com. It is Chinese, but I want you guys to understand something about Chinese scooters. All right, there's a lot of different manufacturers of it, but there's only one top tier manufacturer. Now, I'm not saying they're on par with Japanese, but I will say this. They build a lot of the Piaggio engines and Kawasaki and Yamaha and Honda engines in their factories, and they're called, I can't pronounce the name, but the shorthand of it's Znen. So if you type in ZNEN scooters into Google, you'll get to their homepage. But they've got a lot of their scooters look identical to Honda scooters. That's because a lot of Honda scooters are built in their factories. So it's the same assembly lines building these scooters, just a little bit different materials. Let me get over here so I can have it against this blue background, so you guys can see it. It does have a kickstand, so I'm gonna put it on the kickstand, leave it running. I'm just checking to make sure the idle sounds fine now. Sounds great. Bright, super bright tail light, man. For a bulb, I like it. Some of the ones you'll see online have a dual lens, but I think that's not in the American market or something. But look at this damn, oh my God, look at this thing, dude. It's like a foot above the ground. Look, man, you could put like 3 license plates on that thing. Shit. But it has dual suspension in the rear, which is pretty beefy, man. It's pretty beefy. I'll show you guys the underseat storage in just a second. I'm just letting it run for a second. ABS now. Anti-lock disc brake system on Chinese scooters does not mean what you think it is. All it is this little valve here that keeps you from putting maximum pressure on the pads there. It's like a blow-off valve, essentially, on a turbo. It keeps it from pushing too much into it. Yeah, this thing, man, I mean, it sounds great. It's running smooth. Sounds great. Let me see if I can show you guys the name of this company. I'm gonna cover up my VIN number there. What is this thing? How's the thing called? Where is it? Right there. Chaozhou Zongjin Motorcycle Company Ltd. They just shorthand the Zong whatever name, and it turns into Znen. And that's it. I'm gonna open up the back real quick and we'll wrap this video up. Go ahead, kill it. I always like to try to use the electronics as much as I can. When I first get something, make sure they don't break on me. I dig them hand guards, man. Them things look awesome. Pop this. Gas cap, make sure, yep, that's staying tight. I lost the clip when I was adjusting this. The clip fell off somewhere. I got another clip in the house I had to put on there so I can screw this back down all the way. I will say this, you are not going to get a full face helmet in here. You can get a half shell, maybe an open face. Yeah, definitely an open face, but you're not going to get a full face in here. I tried, it's not going to work. A lot of scooters have the gas tank down in the bottom. This one has gas tank at the top. A lot of them have it in the top too. I shouldn't say most of them, but a lot of them. Nice touch. They have a moisture seal around right here. I don't see that too much. My Vespa didn't even have that. That's a cool little touch. Hinge is really strong. It's nice, sturdy, strong. The plastics feel good. I can tell they're not, I mean, you can hear just by knocking on them. They're not ABS, but I don't know. I don't know what Chinese companies consider ABS, but whatever. But yes, nice, man. Little cup holder thing right here, glove box. I kind of wish I had something that opened up and I could shut, but I mean, this is fine. My little Zuma that I had a Zuma 125 two-stroke at one time, or not 125 two-stroke, it was the 50cc two-stroke, and it had the same kind of thing right there. I had bought some handlebar risers because I was going to raise the bars just a little bit, but then when I got it, I was like, whoa, these bars are actually not that bad. So I just left those as is. This I tried to mount with a finger space between there and down there, so that way nothing touches. But this thing, yeah, I like it, man. It deflected the wind pretty good. I guess I'll know when I listen back to the audio just how good it deflected it. But yeah, man, it's looking nice. If you guys notice, I got my ND filters finally. That's why the skies look so incredibly blue. These things took forever to get in, because they came from China too. Is that a little rock? Get out of there. I want it to stay clean. Now this, you know, does have a kickstart like most Chinese scooters do. The starter sounds strong, man. Let's see if I can do this key start again so we can figure it out what it is. Did I hold it down? 1, 2. No, okay. It must have been tap once, then hold it down. So 1, hold it down. That was it. But you guys heard the starter. Sounds awesome. Sorry. Let's listen to the starter again, because the starter is always a good sign of how cheap something sounds. So let's try it one more time. Yeah, that fired right up. It didn't make any scratching noises or nothing. So let's try this. Arm it. Oh wait, was that not the, what's the arm button? Okay, there it goes. All right, so now it's armed. So I guess if I try to move it, yeah, it gives a warning. All right, cool. And then if I do it again, it'll go and go through all these noises. What is this? Is this a emergency? Okay, that's like a panic button. Got it. All right, cool. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I could find no videos. This scooter's super popular. The Znen brand altogether in Bangladesh is the biggest. It's like Honda and stuff over here. I mean, it's huge over there. So that's all the videos I could find was like videos in whatever language Bangladesh people speak. And just no information on this thing at all. But I really, really wanted to pick it up. This thing shipped to your doors like $1,600, which is not bad. I was worried about the build quality, but now that I see it, this thing is just a monster looking. I mean, you saw I'm 5'9", and I got tiptoes on the ground when I'm sitting on it. I mean, this thing is way bigger in person than you think it is. And these tires, I don't know what it was, but when I saw these tires for the first time, now this thing can't, all right, I'll say this much, because a lot of people are worried about having to put together a motorcycle or scooter they order from China. If you order from Znen, or from motobuys.com, that's where I got this from. Super cool people. I haven't got the MCO yet because I just got this thing in, and then the MCO, if you guys don't know, when you order a bike or anything online, they ship the bike first, then all the accessories and the MCO later. But I lost my train of thought, man. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, assembly. This thing, when you get it, it comes in on a cool custom pallet that's designed for this and everything. It's not just some big bulky pallet. It's streamlined and everything. It's cut. You can tell it's cut specifically for this. Everything is on it except the handguards and the mirrors and the battery. And the battery is not one you have to pop in and put the acid in yourself. You get a complete sealed battery. You just charge it up and you're good to go. You don't have to put any acid in it or deal with any of that. So yeah, you put the battery in, you put the handguards on. They just bolt right there and 2 screws right there. And put the mirrors on. And now these mirrors are not plastic. Well, that part is, but this right here is metal. So that's cool. I like that. But yeah, that's it, man. It comes 90, 98, 99% assembled. You put the battery, handguards, and mirror. You're good to go. I had to adjust the carb just a little bit, but by adjustment, I mean I crunk it up and then I turn the idle screw. I didn't have to mess with the oil mixture or nothing like that. Dual disc brakes, one in the front, one in the rear. I shouldn't say dual disc brakes because that signifies I got a brake on each side, but you know what I'm saying. 2 disc brakes, one in the back, one in the rear. Yeah, so overall, pretty cool scooter, man. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit me up with any questions, comments. If you're interested in a Chinese scooter and you want some information, I've done a ton of research. I can tell you where to go to get one, and what, you know, obviously Znen is the brand you want to go after. If it says Znen on it, you're getting the top quality out of China. You're not getting some Chinese junk that's like a $500 scooter. Yeah, so you guys leave any questions, comments below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out, stay to the end of the video if you want to see some of my other videos and stuff. There'll be, you know, the little end screen for that. And if you want to support the channel, you don't have to, you know, subscribing and liking and comments enough. But if you want to do something more, my Patreon links below, links to all my Amazon links to all my gear and stuff and accessories and all that's below. And my Patreon link's also on the end screen, and it's clickable there too. So you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Sorry it took so long, but I was waiting on this and I was selling the other one. It didn't take but like 2 days to sell the other one, but then I had to wait on this and all that. So I'm back. I didn't leave you guys. I'm still motovlogging. You guys have a good one. Take care. Mirrormask out. Peace.